Imagine a world without phones. It's almost impossible to fathom in today's hyper-connected society. It's hard to believe, but before the 1870s, people couldn't just call each other. They had to rely on much slower methods of communication. Communication over long distances relied on letters or telegrams, which could take days or even weeks to reach their destination. That all started to change in the 1830s with some amazing discoveries in the field of electricity and sound. Clever minds figured out how to send sound through electrical wires. This was a groundbreaking revelation that would change the world forever. One pioneer was an Italian inventor named Antonio Meucci. He was passionate about finding new ways to communicate. He found a way to transmit voice using electricity, which was a revolutionary concept at the time. He called it voice telegraphy. This invention laid the groundwork for future developments in voice transmission technology. Another inventor, Alexander Graham Bell, was also working on similar ideas. He was driven by a desire to help the hearing impaired. He wanted to help people hear better, but his research led him to the telephone. This device would eventually become an essential part of everyday life. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell made history. He was a visionary inventor who'd been experimenting with ways to transmit sound over a wire. His relentless efforts and innovative thinking led to one of the most significant inventions of the 19th century. He patented the telephone and made the first successful voice call. This groundbreaking achievement marked the beginning of a new era in communication. This was a giant leap forward. The ability to speak to someone miles away was revolutionary and changed the way people interacted forever. His famous first words were, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you." These words echoed through history as the dawn of a new technological age. The telephone was a sensation. People were fascinated by the idea of being able to communicate instantly over long distances. People were amazed by the idea of talking to someone miles away. It was a marvel of modern science and ingenuity. The demand for telephones exploded. Everyone wanted to be part of this new communication revolution. Companies sprang up to connect people with telephone lines. The infrastructure for this new technology grew rapidly. By the early 1900s, telephone networks were expanding rapidly, connecting cities and towns across the globe. This laid the foundation for the interconnected world we live in today. For a long time, telephones were tethered to walls, but scientists and engineers dreamed of making calls without wires. This led to the development of wireless communication. In 1973, Martin Cooper, an engineer at Motorola, made the first public mobile phone call. This was the start of a revolution. Mobile phones, though bulky and expensive at first, promised freedom from wires. Over the next 2 decades, these phones became smaller, cheaper, and much more common. The world was going mobile. The year 2007 changed everything. It marked the dawn of a new era in technology and communication. Apple unveiled the iPhone, a device that was more than just a phone. It was a mini computer, a music player, and a camera, all rolled into one. It was also a gateway to the internet, all in one sleek package. This revolutionary device set the stage for the modern smartphone. The smartphone era had begun. Today, smartphones are ubiquitous. They're how we communicate, stay informed, and entertain ourselves. We use them to work, learn, and play. They have become an essential part of our daily lives, connecting us to the world. And the future of phones is incredibly exciting. With each passing year, new advancements push the boundaries of what these devices can do. New technologies like artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and virtual reality are set to revolutionize our interaction with devices. These innovations will change how we interact with our devices and the world around us, making our lives more integrated and seamless. Who knows what incredible innovations the future holds for the phone? The possibilities are truly endless, and the journey has just begun.